we are, the City of Geneva, the Geneva Neighborhood Resource Center is one program within the neighborhood initiatives.
Could you actually explain that a little bit, the difference between the City of Geneva and the Town of Geneva, and how you exclusively are about the city?
So in New York State, there's different local kind of government structures, and we are a city, and the town is a town, and we don't cross over in terms of our jurisdictions. So we have two different kind of operating systems in a sense. So we are autonomous and they are, and we don't overlap except for maybe unless we do, like for example, we're doing a grant together for an active transportation plan, but otherwise we rely on separate budgets and operate separately. So, which is, on my side, it becomes somewhat problematic in terms of, for example, we are kind of landlocked in terms of how we can grow or change in our housing stock. And so we end up having a lot of people leaving the city and going into the town to find what they need for their housing needs. We also house a lot of properties that are out off the tax roll that we like. Hobart Glen Smith, the hospital, Cornell Experiment Station, all of our school district land, our churches that both town and city residents use, but where the city side is paying for a lot of the infrastructure for that.
That's actually really fascinating. Well, I might jump ahead to a question then to sort of go with the string that you set up there. How do you think that you could keep people within Geneva? Like what do you think would draw people to Geneva in a way that like would make it more sustainable, that would retain a larger population?
Yeah.
Because of that, because you can't expand the city borders and stuff.
Yeah. So one thing that our office works on is our housing stock. So do you have housing stock that people can grow as they grow, as their families grow, or as they downsize? And so two areas that we're actually kind of lacking is one is our senior population. So for example, my in-laws are 60, in their late 60s, early 70s, and they're still very active, vibrant in our community, but they live in a house, you know, a 3-bedroom house that they don't want to plow the driveway and do all that kind of maintenance side, but there really isn't a senior community for them to go to here. They have to go to Victor or Farmington or Florida or wherever else they might want to go. So that's one way we don't do a good job. We have a kind of a house, both of that's for both city and town for that population, or families. So I used to live in a 3-bedroom bungalow and I wanted a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, and our housing stock, even if they're larger homes, we're often 1 bath or 1.5 bath, and so people haven't necessarily made the upgrades to those investments. And so my options were limited. I did find a house that fit our needs, but it took me 1.5 years till I found something that I wanted and I wanted to stay in the city. And then we have a lot of just older homes that may not be in great quality, and we have property owners that don't have the capacity to make improvements or don't choose to make improvements, and that kind of suppresses our housing market. So it makes it harder for someone else to make improvements and see the value of their home increasing. So I'm not sure I fully answered